How you doing out there? YouTube, social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. Hope everybody doing good. I'm blessed. So today, I was going to talk about the NBA. Man, I don't know what was going on in Boston with Boston and Philly. Meek Mill, you saw him fly the helicopter to the game, talking about how they was going to turn the city up tonight. I'm thinking, yeah, Philly got this one in the bag. But that boy JT, man, he just came through and did what he did, man. Forced the game 7. Whew, man. I do not want Boston to win this series. Man, James Harden, Joel Embiid, man, somebody, man, look, get these guys out of there, man. We can't afford to see Boston in the finals again. Even though I think Miami gonna, come, I don't think neither one of these teams gonna beat Miami. But I don't want to see Boston in the NBA finals. That being said, Denver, oh man, Phoenix, y'all heard me today, man. Y'all heard me. Thought y'all could at least push the game 7 like Boston did today. But listen, like y'all quit, man, in like the second quarter. Y'all let these guys go about 30 on y'all. Like, dang, man. Man, I watched Kevin Durant miss about 4 shots straight. And it's like, bro, what is you doing out there? Like, man, if I saw him miss the first 2 shots, I'm benching him. You know what I'm saying? If I'm coach, man, look, and I know a lot of people going to say, you shouldn't put your best player on the bench. Man, look, I'm going to be so paranoid coaching. I'm going to think he trying to throw the game. Somebody in his pocket or something. He doing some type of bet to make some money. I'm going to think crazy. So when he missed that first 2 shots, man, I'm going to put you on the bench for a minute. If he missed the first 2 shots and we down by like 10, man, look, you got to go on the bench, bro. You got to see the game from where I'm looking at it and see where you're going wrong and make some adjustments while you're on that bench to better your game, because ain't no way you missed 4 straight shots in a row, man. All in the same spot. He took the same shot 4 times in a row in that first quarter in the same spot and missed all 4 shots. I couldn't understand that, man. I just couldn't, Man, I'm like, Kevin Durant, is he doing something out there? Somebody told him to do this? Like, what's going on out there? Then y'all get put up out of there. Man, I know it's a sad day in Phoenix today, man. People thought they was going to be in Glendale celebrating again this year, but look like it's over for Phoenix. They going to keep going to the playoffs, second round, first round. That's it. They're a second, first round team. They'll never be champions. And the Lakers, they say AD going to play in the next game, but Brian, his ankle or something, man. Hopefully these guys can put Golden State away tomorrow. I'm praying on that. And whenever they play, hopefully they can put them away. We need the Lakers to go to the finals this year. So come on, Brian. AD. Chi-Town boy. Let's do it, man. Let's make this happen again, man. Let's run it back. Another chip. But other than the NBA, I just hope everybody out there is good, man. Blessed, prayed up. Like I say, condolences to the young lady, the police officer that lost her life, again, due to act of violence. It's sad because they caught the young boys that done that. And It's just sad, man. Prayers to their families as well, because, you know, to lose your family member, not only to death, but to lose them to an act of violence, where you probably, you'll see them again, but it's like you won't, if they're in prison. It's just sad, man. I don't wish none of that on nobody. When you got to see your son or daughter from a prison, a glass window, or you gotta bury your your relative, or it's hard, man. And just experiencing that at a young age. I'm gonna tell you, like, I probably in my lifetime been to over 70 funerals from 2000 to now. I probably went to about 70 funerals. And just seeing people that or you close to, or your loved one pass on, it can take a toll on you. Your mental state. It can take a toll on your health. I just don't wish that on nobody. So, to everybody out there that lost somebody they love, man, my prayers with you. Prayers that I know, prayers with your family, and like I say, just going through something like that myself personally, I know that pain will never go away, man. But you just gotta, at the end of the day, I told myself that I have to live on, and for my family, or the people that I've loved that passed on, I try to live on. I try to have them live on through me, and I always keep them in memory, because that's just that's just doing what's right, keeping them in memory, like I say, you may feel bad and down, and you may be hurt, but one thing, man, time heal all wounds. And as my shirt say today, you know, like I say, it get greater later. It gets greater later, man. So, prayers to the young lady who passed on through that dumb, senseless act of violence. They caught the young guys who did it, and like I say, it's sad, because them guys was babies theyself. Like, they was, it's unfortunate they not going to be able to see the world, because what people don't understand is, when you kill a police officer, sometimes that can be a mandatory life sentence. So when you shoot a police officer or somebody in that type of field, you might as well, it's like you taking yourself out as well. It's like you committing genocide. And man, we just got to be smarter, man, as a people, and we got to wake up from all this dumb, senseless acts of violence, because it's not it's a lot of people in prison now that wish they would have never did some of those things they done. I know a few people myself that did some things that they wish they wouldn't have done, that's in prison, is threw their life away, 10, 20 years of your life. Like, nah, I'm not doing nothing like that. And I don't, I say I try to talk to young brothers to prevent them from doing stuff like that, because, man, who want to wake up for the next 20, 30 years every morning. You got to wake up at 6 in the morning to be counted. Like, nah. Who want to do that? You know, that's why you got to move smart. You know, I was just talking to my homie today that I grew up with, and you know, talking to him, I'm just glad you could tell he matured real good in life, and because when we was younger, I used to worry about him, like, man, he gonna do something wild to somebody, and probably throw his mood away, his whole joint, which is what I'm saying, join a mood like his life, to jail or. But man, one thing about that brother, man, he wisened up, smart, got smarter, and he understand, man, and we share some of the same, ideologies on how to, move out here. Sometimes you just got to stay out the way. If you got some homies you used to hang with or you hang with, and you see that they doing stuff that is not accustomed to how you moving and how you living now, you got to avoid that, man. It ain't that you don't have love for that person, or you don't love that person. It's like, man, you just gotta, like I say, when you trying to do better, you have to learn how to stay out of the way and not put yourself in some compromising situations where you can lose out, which when I say to lose out, you can lose your freedom, your life, anything like that. You just got to learn how to it's like I say, living this where I live, it's so bad. It's like you got to almost be vigilant out here, and you have to learn how to, like I say, move, because it's a lot of messed up people out here, man. A lot of jealous-hearted people, miserable people, unhappy people that's out here just doing acts of violence, evil. It's crazy. So when you know that, and like I say, when you come from that type of lifestyle, and you was born into that type of lifestyle, you understand, you don't want to live that lifestyle. You tired of living, you just want to avoid it by all costs and stay out of the way. So, I just tell people out there, you're moving around out here, be vigilant, watch your surroundings, because it's treacherous out here. If you trying to, make some of yourself, be careful of who you hang out with or who you're around. Don't hang around with nobody that's doing stuff that'll compromise and jeopardize your freedom. Prime example, we was talking today, and it's like, I'm not going to be riding around with nobody and they got guns and drugs on them, and then the police pull us over, and it's my car. They put it all on me, and I go to jail. Nah. I'm not gonna put myself in that predicament. So if I know, because me and my buddy, we always talk about this at the shop. Shout out to XL too, man. It's my boy, man. X, what up, man? I know you probably tuning in tonight. But we always talk about this, and it'd be so funny because X, I like, we riding in the car. I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna let my homies take the rap for what I'm doing. And we ride in the car and I got a gun on me and some drugs, and we get pulled over, I'm gonna tell the police, man, look, this ain't theirs, this is mine. If I don't try to get out, well, I'm just saying, when I was living that type of life, if I ain't gonna try to get out and run and we just get caught and I know I got the drugs and the gun, I'm gonna tell the police, officer, this is mine. They ain't got nothing to do with this. They didn't even know I had it on them. on me. Please let him go. All you gotta do is say that, man, police gonna let him go. You gonna go down for your own rap, And my thing is you don't want to, be riding around with somebody that would lie on you. They got a switch in a car with a eighth of kill cocaine, and y'all get pulled over. Now you didn't even know he had this in your car riding. He throw it under the seat when y'all get pulled over. Then he tell the police it's yours. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know that you was riding with that. Like, you don't want to put yourself in those type of situations. So if you know you're around somebody that's like that, kind of like shiesty, that, do stuff like that, man, try to avoid them, man. Like, don't be around them, man, because, like I say, they'll put you in a compromising situation. You just don't want to do that, man. And some people not thorough. They ain't going to take their own heat. Some people is cowards. They'll do some dirt in the street, then trick on people just so they can get out of trouble. And I ain't going to lie, like, I talk about this all the time. I just think people like that is less of a man, because real men going to take their heat and they wait. They're not going to tell them they co-defenders or who involved with what they got going on and what they doing. I really don't mess with people like that. I'm sorry. Like if you that type, I can't even rock and roll with you, because I feel you just not a real man. You don't hold yourself responsible for your actions. Like I said in the 6ix9ine video, and I don't like being around people like that. Like, if you can't be a man and hold yourself accountable for what you're doing, to me, you worse of the worst. And I don't trust people like that. I don't want them around me. To me, that's kind of snakish. If you can't hold your own weight and you throw other people under the bus, I'd rather not be around people like that. No disrespect to them, because I respect everybody. It's just people like that, I can't be around them. Because I've always been the type of man that hold my own weight. If I did something wrong and I got some people with me and I know they ain't had nothing to do with it, hey, I'm telling people, even if it's called telling on myself, hey, they ain't got nothing to do with this. Let them go. Because I don't want to see nobody I know go down for something I did. I just don't. It's got to, be a man of morals and have character out here. And just carry yourself accordingly. I think men that carry themselves accordingly, some of them, most of the time they live a good, prosperous life. And like I say, just staying out the way, avoiding BS and suckers and miserable people and haters and jealous cats and snakes. Like, you got to avoid them type of people, because, like I say, they'll stunt your growth. They can do a lot of harm to you. So, just try to avoid them type of people and just try to stay out the way. That's the only way. If you want to live a good life, because it's so easy to live a good life out here. You just got to avoid nonsense, man. Being in the street, man, when you was young, that was cool and dandy. I used to love hanging on corners and, making money. But, that was the thing back then. But when you get older, it's like, you couldn't pay me to stand on no corner. You couldn't pay me to stand outside, and, I couldn't, because it's like, man, that's just not the life to live. These young guys, man, I pray for them, man. Like I said, they need to pass laws to hold these parents accountable for what their kids doing, because, man, ain't no way your child should be doing all this crazy stuff. And it's like, my thing is this. If I had a son that was going around robbing and killing people and shooting people, and I knew about it, but he didn't get convicted for it, or he did something bogus, but he had to go to jail, man, look, send him to the military. Look, you can't even come back here. You go into the military, you stand there, and if you try to escape and leave the military, they're going to lock you up in a brick. They need to start passing laws. If you got a bad kid out here, you understand, that's doing all this killing and robbing and just, young, dumb, and bad, send them to the military. You want to hold guns on videos, and you 15 years old, 14, 19, you want to be standing on a video, on a Facebook picture with a stick on you with switches. Oh man, that's all it'll take for me to see my son with something like that. Oh, you a tough guy, huh? Look, I'm put him in the car. We going right to the U.S. Army office. Man, look, bro, you getting out of my house. You can't come back. This is where you going. And hey, this is gonna make you a man, but you can't stay in my house. And that's what I do. Start putting these little dudes in military school or sending them to the Army. That'll help them out. But look, man, I'm sleepy, y'all. That's my talk for the night. I ain't want to say too much on here. I just hope y'all stay blessed and prayed up. And, just be safe out there and be vigilant. If you like this video, it's kind of dark because I ain't turned my light on, but hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. I need y'all to subscribe. I see a lot of people have been subscribing. I appreciate y'all subscriptions. Like I say, the talk's going to get better and better. All this is just building up to when I release this book that I'm writing. Rosalind's story coming soon. And just like, subscribe, like, comment, and subscribe. I love to hear your input on my videos, whether they good or bad. I like, they always say, bad criticism is good criticism. So, like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.